Now we're looking at finishing from the high C. Again, I like to go outside step. Shoot my high C. Now as I come up, I gotta make sure that I'm not reaching across, especially from the knee. But if I'm reaching across and his weight's into me, he's gonna catch his underhook and kick his leg back, and I'm in trouble, I lose the leg. So we always wanna get the weight across to that far side before I reach. And I don't really ever wanna reach across from the knee. This is in good position, I still gotta lift them all the way up. So I wanna come back to my feet, I gotta get the weight off me. Step, step. Now once I'm on my feet, like we talked about before with the single leg, the odds of us finishing are a lot better when he's on just one leg rather than on top on the mat. So once I'm on my feet from the high C, I'm gonna run the pipe, do our dump, just like we do with our single leg. Only difference is my head's the outside, but I'm still gonna circle, little chalky steps, and run my hips in front of his. If I get that, if his weight's into me, again, keep his leg split, and cover. Again, a high C, up to my feet, get the weight into him. Now if he starts to pressure back into me, from my feet, hit that dump, leg split, and cover. Weight in, run the pipe. Now, this time I run the pipe, he's got to bring his leg in closer. Bring that leg closer, the weight's off me. Now's the opportunity that we're going to switch off. Take the far leg into our double leg. Lift this outside leg up. High C double leg. Yeah, outside step. Driving up to my feet. Pressure in. Run the pipe. Switching off to the double. So again, make sure we're down underneath. We don't want to reach across yet. You can underhook us. We got to get the weight off of me onto his free leg. And we want to be on 2 feet before we switch across. So up to my feet. The other thing is rotate my lock in elbow deep. It's always going to happen. Now pressure in, pressure's back. Run the pipe. Switch across. Another variation. Up to my feet, I run the pipe instead of switching all the way across. Once he brings his leg in close, pipe, go elbow deep. Just keep the lock, cinch it up, go elbow deep, and I lift. Same motion as the double leg, except we're not actually reaching, leaving ourselves a little vulnerable with that underhook. So again, for my high C. Outside step. Pressure in. Run the pipe. Leg split. Pressure in. Run the pipe. Brings that leg in close. Up. Lastly. Run the pipe. Go elbow deep. And I lift. Now we're looking to finish our high C on the mat. Once we get in, our partner's going to sprawl. Give us a good feel here. High C. Now he's giving us his hips. Now the first thing we can do is try to get this corner, get this angle. So I'm going to step my trail leg up. And make sure I keep my shoulder in nice and tight. And I'm going to release the lock. The inside hand comes up high. Other hand goes low. Stakes the ankle. I step up. And I'm rotating. My back leg does like a little windshield wiper type movement. I'm just rotating, hoping to get a little tighter, and lower this leg, continue to step. If I can shove this leg all the way up and keep it off the mat, that's always to our advantage. So again, we're just trying to get a good angle and get the weight off of us onto the far side. So my trail leg steps up, and I rotate, hands split. Now I get the weight on his free leg. If I can, get this leg off the mat. Rotate. And I cover. So again, for my high C, step my trail leg up, I'm looking for this angle. I want to get the weight off me. He's sprawling, give me his hips. I step up, rotate my back leg like a windshield wiper, split my lock, one hand goes high, outside hand goes low. Just keep rotating. Sometimes it'll take more than just one rotation there, you gotta keep rotating. But the idea is getting the weight off you. So again, he's sprawling. Rotate, step, rotate. And everything change over. So now, as I'm hitting my rotation, this guy's gonna circle behind. Can't get this angle. Now I'm gonna switch my knees. Outside leg goes down, back leg goes up, and pop them up. Now, I'm gonna continue to scoot back. Scoot, scoot, scoot. So the weight's gonna be on his hands. Now from here, I have a couple options. One thing is I can just keep scooting, go out the back door. Up. Now the weight's on his hands, back leg steps up, so I'm switching my knees. Now the second option, I continue to rotate, scoot out the back door, but I rotate my head out, the far side. Now I got his legs split, and I can head hunt, go to my cradle, movements backwards. So again, I'm looking for this angle, he's circling, pop up, and switch my feet. So again, this is where I'm starting from, switch my feet, this one goes up. So he's circling behind, switch feet, pop up. I'm gonna get some height, so all the weight's on his head here. I can either continue to rotate, go out the back door, covers the other leg, or let's swing my head, rotate all the way to the far side. Now I go cradle, he turns down, go pitch, and do my back points. I see, try to get this angle, up, back leg's up. Now if I want to, another option too, I can rotate, attack the free leg, hold it tight, zip my hip. Now from here, you can turn and cover. A lot of times, you lock over top, lock the leg, and there's some clean combinations from there. Again, once you pop them up, I switch my legs. Whoop. Back leg comes up. I just got a big angle all the way, it's on his hands and his head. I continue to rotate, or attack the free leg, sit back. Then, leg turk, arm turk, hook. Quick straight, some good combinations there. So again, these work pretty well in tandem together. He's really strong on me. Look at this angle, rotate. Let's throw it back. Get your cover. Or work, I can switch, palm up. Now I can attack free leg or scoop, scoop. Out the back door. Now we're going to finish from a crackdown position from our head outside high C shot. So I go to my attack. Now he's sitting corner. We're going to crack down. From this position, first thing we want to get our weight down. I don't want my hips up in the air. Or you can crouch throw me or you can scoop corner. I can get my weight back. Now one thing we can do is I can post on his foot with my knee to get this weight back here. So I want to drop my weight back. And now I can keep everything nice and tight in the ball. I'm going elbow deep here. And now I want to keep my free arm nice and tight to my body. He wants to get underneath this thing. Yeah, get my elbow away. So I keep everything tight. Now from here I can sit back, head hunt. I can highlight over. Right in my cradle. So again, I can use this knee, his foot, my knee on his foot here, scoop my weight back, get elbow deep, and everything's nice and compact here. Keep this elbow nice and tight to my body. Now I can head hunt over top. Obviously, be aware that this guy's gonna look to bring me back this way, so I gotta keep everything going forward. Leg over, palm ahead, and that cradle. So another thing from this crackdown position, if I can get to the outside here, lift this leg up, now I can really just rush my hips into them. Everything stays nice and low here. I don't want my hips to be too high, but nice and low. Pressure into them, a lot of times I'll just bail right over. So getting to the outside, step out, lift this thing up, circling into him. So he bails out. Another option, Really my favorite, what I like to look for, is right when I get in this crackdown position, I want to get this foot off the mat, lift up, and I'm scooping. Keep the foot off the mat, and now my shoulders are nice and tight, so that should keep his legs straight. There's not like a lot you can do, you can't really scoop from here. Right, I got this pressure down. Now, I can be more flexible, I have two hands, so I don't have to worry about securing the leg. Now I can work to get this thing out, breaking my double, keep scooping, keep that foot off the mat. Again, from here, right away, foot goes up, my leg hooks, keep his foot off the mat, and a lot of times I'll fish this underneath, catch underneath the far ankle here. Now I'm safe, no position. Anytime we're doing it, I need to have my feet on the mat, so I can really pressure and grab up, even if I'm scooping. I need my feet on the mat, so we're getting my power foot. As soon as I get a foot off the mat, I lose that. So it makes it a lot harder for this guy to adjust and move with us, and it frees up my hands. So in this crackdown position, right away, foot up, scoop, keep that foot off the mat. Now we can be a little more patient, wiggle this arm through, cover double, come underneath. Again, I'm more patient, cover my hips. All right, that's high C crackdown finishes. So we're going to go over a blast duck, which is an outside step. When I do this, I always go from the collar tie, I like to be collar and inside, and I'm going to hit my outside step, and I do a little more of a back step as I do this, and as I back step, really I'm pulling him back into me. So I back step, and I pull him into me, and then I'm changing levels, and I'm just getting low enough to get underneath his arm here. Right? So I back step, pull him into me, pull him over the top. Here. So I should really hit him pretty hard with my shoulder, and I want to throw my arm, kind of punch over the top, get his weight back. Now as he's back pedaling, I'm just kind of chopping at his leg, and I got to flip my hips in front. Works really well, especially freestyle where you can just run him off the mat. But if we time it right, it should go right down. So again, I'm pulling him into me, and hit this back step. Just running my feet. So really, back step, outside step. It's a big pull, so I'm meeting them, popping that through. Right? So just practicing popping in. And again, we don't want to go super low. If I go low on my duck here, I go all the way back up. And those are valuable seconds there to bring it out of position. So we want to just get low enough just to get underneath this arm here. I don't really have to go any lower than this. I punch my hand. Now I want to knock him backwards and I chop his near leg. Now I want to float my hips. For him to now this needs to turn into me. That way. So I have to be aware of that. As I do it, I'll float my hips. Circle my hips around. Again, a big pull as a back step. Step the outside. Now I run my feet, circle my hips around. Here's the mat. Other options I've seen some guys do is you can post and just kind of pop it up. Which can work. I prefer this pull because really I'm just kind of placing right where I want here. Off the mat. So I'm starting collar tie, inside tie, a big pull, just getting underneath his arm. Now a few ways I also like to set it up. If I'm pushing this thing in, he's going to pull that back out. Push it in. Again, I can do a rotation here. He turns, wear him off the mat. It's the work. Just get low enough to get underneath him there. Make sure we're punching this arm. When back coming all the way, it's falling back. Now again, on that finish, be aware. It's a good idea to float these hips. Another thing you can do, kind of tricky, is just hook it with this leg. As I go, he turns hard. Hook. He turns into me. We're gonna hook. A little float in your hips. Obviously, we can get just a high C from there too. You can't knock him and blast him down. Puts me in that outside step, high C position. But again, we're punching, we're knocking all his weight down, so that leg should just kind of float up to us. The other thing we can do is go to a double leg. And this usually works if if he gives a little sprawl, maybe I don't knock him back right away. But footwork's the same. I'm still doing a little back step, pulling into me, right into that outside step. And again, that's when his hips are further away. I didn't knock him back, so we just transitioned to our leg attacks. So again, it's this pull and back step. Now it's a great position, we're underneath them. Now we have our options. Rotate them down, single leg, double leg, just keep running through them. But just getting ready. Again, it helps pressure this thing down, make it pull it out. There's our opening. Rotate from the inside. Circles, arc them back. That's outside step, like last time. Now we're at guard time, inside time. Now this can be a setup for a lot of different attacks here. I'm going to rotate outside. And when I rotate, I'm going to take a step. As I move my hands, I got to move my foot and get this angle. So my hand and contact comes over top. I rotate everything out. And as I do that, like I said, I rotate and I step to the outside and rotate. And I take a little jab step. I'm ready to attack my knee leg comes forward as I do that. So it puts me in a good position. Right here. Now I go into high C or double leg. So it's just this rotation. Over top of the head and the arm. Rotate, we got time that. I step on outside. Now I control this arm. Now I go in my double leg. Or I see. And if we got a little patience, you rotate him out, wait till he squares up in circles and go back to the far side, head inside single. So rotate him out, wait till he makes his adjustment, turns back to that single. So again, as I rotate, hand comes across the head, we're inside, rotate. The first thing we gotta do is step to the outside and get our angle. Steps. So I want my lead leg go forward so I'm ready to attack, depending on how this guy reacts. Here, move it into him, move it into him. Now he's going to turn and fight in. All of our attacks are opening up there. We're going to be patient, go to that far side. And let's see. So again, it's our hands rotating them out while we step out. So hands and feet both working together. So just this whole motion. Little jab step. And right into it. Just working that angle so he really has to overcompensate, really has to turn hard. Take that far side or we're putting ourselves in a position. We can run through them. Depending on your body type, you like to go a little low level, collapse his leg, look to attack that ankle, if you like a lower level shot. Same type of thing, we gotta rotate him, step to the outside. Another variation too, rather than rotating the head, just pop it, push away on that far side, and rotate, rather than going over the top of his collar side. So, push. But again, the footwork is very important. We gotta have footwork with the arm work. Push this away, rotate, step, reset. Push it away, rotate him out. Be a little patient. Start moves. Pop this far side. Okay. Again, big thing is we gotta have the footwork. We gotta be able to use both our hands and our feet at the same time. Put ourselves in position so we're ready to attack. Or from forward. Push. So we're getting some overhooks. Now, I discussed a little bit, we could do a collar tie limb here, then get right, force myself in this overhook position, but a lot of times guys will throw in an underhook, and so we'll be ready for that. A few things positionally, when I have my overhook, I want to lift up on this, and I want to drop my weight, right? So I'll lift up and drop my weight here. Now, first thing we'll do is kind of pressure with my hand, either on his body, his leg. I'm keeping a little space here, right? Just so it doesn't get too close to my body. With the bear hug, I lose my hook. So again, lift up, drop my weight, but I'm using this to kind of pressure away from him. I'm creating a little space so I get in my attacks. Now, for me, if he has head position on me, I really like to go regular fireman's carry. Again, I'm going to rotate all the way underneath. As I rotate, make sure I'm pulling real tight with this arm around me. Nice and big, I'm on a big chest. Now I switch my legs. Back leg comes up. Throwing that by. So I force my overhook. Again, lift up and I drop my weight a little bit here. I'm using this hand to keep a little distance. If he has head position, we're fine. I'm just going to step in and I rotate. And I pull this arm nice and tight. Here. Once we're here, we don't want to be down low and compact and pulling everything in. I want my head up and my chest up. I want to get his feet off the mat. Right away, I get his feet off the mat and I'm switching my knees. My front knee goes down now, my back knee comes up, you get that angle. So again, the overhook, up, drop my hips. Now I'm using this to pressure him away. And a lot of times we can even actually challenge this position, right? He has head position, now I rotate under. Head is up, chest is up, I'm switching my knees. Bring back here. So everything's up nice and high. Through body. Now, in the same position, if I have my head position on, what I like to do again, using this hand, create a little space. Now I'm going to drop below his head. I'm going to go outside carry, take a step. Just a far attack again. We've got to pull that arm nice and tight. Great thing about the fireman's is it gives us opportunity for back points. He's got the hook. Pull up, drop my hips, keep him away. And a lot of times, again, I'll challenge this position. I'll pressure in, and now he's going to pressure back into us. Step. Great outside carry. Now, as we're doing our underhooks, thinking about not just using his hand. When we're using the hand here, keep him away, keep him honest. But I'll use my legs too. Maybe if you want to kick here, he steps out of that. Right? So again, pressure in, kick this out of the way. But head up, chest is high. We don't want to be pulling everything down into us. We're going to be aggressive. Everything's up and in. Drop down, lift up on this, using my hand, pressure in. Especially, we're good if he has head positions, no problem. We're just rotating underneath. So we go inside or outside carry. Using his hand, push him away. Carry, hold this arm tight. And don't forget about just using your legs. You're just kind of grasping here. Hook on this, he steps out. You gotta feet to back. Alright, from our overhook position, we're gonna do some high pulls here. Now, a lot of times, if we're sagging on this thing, we got our weight into them. A lot of times, guys are definitely coming after this near leg with underhook single leg. Now, what we're gonna do is I wanna keep my weight back as he goes for this. I'm actually gonna go with it, and I'm just gonna grab onto this arm as he throws it by. I throw by as well. But I'm anticipating that. So I'm just latching on to this overhook. He throws it by. I go with it. But I'm giving it just a little pull, just enough, that, creates a little more momentum for him and throws it forward while I keep my weight back. So I'm sagging on it, nice and heavy. He goes to throw it. Turns in my move. I'm looking to catch that ankle, catch that leg. So again, I'm sagging, I'm being heavy. He goes to throw it, I time it. Just throw him by, catch it. It won't always be perfect, but as long as I keep my weight back, we're both going forward. I keep my weight back. So I'm heavy, step behind, pull. A lot of times he's the one throwing it, then catch that ankle, go to our finish. So we're just sagging, being heavy at first, and if you feel going for it, just go with it. I'm latching on, catching, and I just keep my weight back. He goes to throw it. Hands go to that, and I'm good. Now, similar, kind of off that, from this overhook, another thing we're gonna do is attack the far leg, but I wanna step my leg behind his. And this again can work if he's throwing it, jacking it up, anything like that. But I'm stepping behind, catching his hip. Now we can end up with the near leg or the far leg, depends on his reaction. But the key here is I'm not just rotating my arm up. If I rotate my arm, I'm just gonna catch underneath, I'm screwed, you get 2 points. I gotta be the one pulling this thing. I gotta pull here as I go. Step behind. So very similar to what we just did there when he's throwing it up. But I can go across to the far side. If I catch that far leg, that's great. But I'm stepping behind as I do this. So I'm gonna tip track. So even if he's still up, this is a great position. I need to turn in, try to go down, I have this leg, I shelf it up, push my single leg, or I just go in, behind this leg, collapse it, or catch him on the top. Again, if we can beat him down there, I step behind, lower. I like this position better than his. I'm gonna win that every time. But the key is, we're not just rotating over top. I actually gotta pull this thing. As I rotate, I'm pulling, get my position, and I step behind as I do that. Now I go underneath. Step behind. Go underneath here, turn in, collapse his legs, or same deal, I go around. 4 times I'll end up just on the one leg. So I sag on it, now we start to pull up. Again, my position is much better, I'm gonna win this every time. You look to bring this off the mat, or I can turn in, bring my sword. So just being able to lift that overhook gives weight forward. Right now, I'm from the overhook position. What we're going to do is we're going to snake the leg. One thing I think most people can do better is using their legs a little bit more. Whether I'm hooking, split legs, tripping, using your feet more. It's a big skill that I usually see it out a lot of. So from here, what we're going to do from this overhook, I'm just going to wrap from the inside here. So make sure my toes pointed. Now from this position, I want to stay nice and tight. Like I said before, I want this overhook, I want to pull up and drop my weight so I have it nice and tight. I wrap, and I got my toe pointed. Now from here, all I really need to do is start hopping backwards and kick this thing up. So I just hop backwards, he started to fall, I just keep pointing up. Because I have control of that overhook, my hips should always rotate on top. And so you can obviously, we can do a big throw here, but we really don't need to. If I got him tight, secured up here, I'm just going to start falling backwards. As I start hopping back, I just point this up. If you notice my toes hooked, I got his leg pretty secure here. Now I just start swinging it up, straighten my leg, fall back. You have no problem rotating hips on top because I got that hook control. And really, this is a great thing if a guy gets bear hug on you. You think he's got you beat? I can hook this. For one thing, a lot of guys will panic, which they should. Actually, I think I have a better position here. As soon as you get this hooked here, I just fall backwards. No matter how today's fair is, just fall. Rotate on top. So again, pull up on the overhook, drop my weight, hook this leg, have you top backwards, straight, up, up, up. Again, has been deep. You got a bear hug in there. Screw it. Hook this leg. Now I'm in control. Now start hopping. Rotate your hips on top. All right, good from our overhook position. Another thing that we can do is we go step around or inside trip. Now, when we have our overhook, we're gonna pull down nice and hard. I'm gonna get him to step into it. Give him a step. I step in. It's actually like a little double step. Step, step. I want my foot to be nice and high. Here, now, what I'm saying, change levels, just slides down his leg. Make sure I pull nice and tight on that overhook. So my knee should hit first. Keep my foot pointed up nice and high. And step in, step, everything's nice and high. My head comes all the way down my overhook side. Again, foot stays off the mat a little bit. And by sliding and hooking really high, makes it hard for this guy to step out of it. Step, this high, step. Now similarly, if we're gonna do a step around here, I want to step and capture this leg. I don't want to just step here, go to throw him, so you can step out of this thing. Right? So what I do, I step high. I almost want to plant and sag along his leg here. It doesn't have to be a huge throw. By stepping behind, we have his hips trapped. So again, instead of just planting and going to throw, actually hook. Step in and hook. Now you sag. Down the mat. Sag. Third thing, we can wizard kick. When I kick in the inside of his leg. And now I can do a lot of things here. Land and kick. So I kick his near leg, kick, back. Just land the outside of his foot. Now if the guy's pushing his out of bounds with an underhook, this is a good way just to kind of change directions. Pushes in. Just kind of redirect him to kick in. We're kicking inside his leg. We can look the kick off of that too. Pushing that overhook. When we do our wizard kick this near leg out. He's pressuring in, we're gonna push out, again, kick. That helps rotate his body. This far leg's close into us, he's coming in, and actually kick on the outside of his leg, kick. So if his far leg's close, I can attack the far side. If it's not, we kick this near leg, right to our pick. And again, as we're doing this stuff, if I kick this near leg out of the way, that opens up our other attacks. So being able to use our legs a little more, whether I'm coming in, hooking, making him pull his hips away, use it like that. And our attacks. So make sure we're using our legs. But again, wizard kick, far ankle, everything's close, we can just kick on the outside. Kick. Keep it in. Step. Throw. That's right.